Guys, oh hey, look, 10 o'clock straight up here in the great state of Missouri. You're on with Restless Craft Breakers. It is Thursday. This is brand new rollover shipping for us, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Here is our list. Everyone is all paid up. We appreciate it. Late break is ending as we speak. Late break is ending. Some of our Facebook guys, we appreciate you guys coming back. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, 29. All teams are accounted for because I keep the Giants in every break that I do. So all teams are accounted for. What's up, Matt? Good luck to you too, sir. Tomorrow we're going to go for 3 again. What's up, Ed? You in this one? We are going for 3 breaks again tomorrow in the Facebook group. We're going to do a half case jumbo map with that, well, you know that funky case I have where one box is missing? And then we're going to take that box on Saturday and we're going to mix it with Phillies. Nice. Good for you. And we're going to mix it with, I have 5 extra boxes of 5 extra boxes of Tier 1. And we're going to mix those with Tier 1 and call that a random break on Saturday. So that should be interesting. So that should be interesting. And fun. We're going to do a hobby random tomorrow at 4 o'clock. And then we're going to do the another case of Tier 1 at 7. And then Jumbo, Bowman Jumbo on eBay tomorrow night. Bowman Jumbos tomorrow and Saturday. In hindsight, I probably should have done Bowman Jumbos this entire week, but what can you do? If I hadn't forgot about Tier 1, we'd be better off. But I forget. I'm old. Things happen. Hope everyone's having a good night tonight. We're going to have a little bit of fun with this product. Last night we hit our first 1 of 1 from Diamond Kings. That was good. McKinstry 1 of 1 for the Dodgers. I'm going to mix these things up as much as I can. I wasn't going to do that, but since I have some extra boxes of Tier 1, might as well mix it up and call it a break. Mixed random should be a fun random. So you guys got going on tonight? Anything fun and exciting? Just hanging out at home? I have nothing fun and exciting going on, but sometimes that's a good thing. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's good just to have just to chillax. Just to chillax. All right, let's dig in. We're going to, as we have been doing with this one, sleeve and top loading the hits, and we will let you know what they are as we go through. If there's any team variations, I'll try to point those out as well, just so we know. Rasmussen. Vlad Sr. Oh, darn it. Hey, I don't suppose you... I'm going to grab some 59s, guys. I'll be right back. As always, I am unprepared. What's up, Russell? What's up, Toast? As always, I am unprepared. Alec Bohm. That's not true. I'm usually prepared. But sometimes I'm not. Buster Posey. And that's doing double duty tonight, so she's giving me the evil eye. She's helping me open packs. Dylan Carlson. And she's taking care of the late break. Let me see. Hold on. I'm going to have to... We're going to have to fix this. I think I'm going to be closer in, so I got to change my focus. There we go. My focus is better. Where have you gone, Joe DiMaggio? I don't know why it always makes me think of that song. The Big Hurt. Oh, I didn't put a top loader on Vladdy. Is that Lydia? She can't come over. Lydia can't come over. It's weird. Oh, dang it. Okay. Look at that. Is this an autograph? It is. Out of 25. 5 out of 25. Luis Garcia. So she's already here. She's calling from outside the front door. That's not creepy at all. Oh, come in. Okay. 2 out of 25. Luis Garcia. I thought she was calling to ask if she could come over when she's already here. That's going to be a little creepy. All right. Pache. A little stalker action going on there. Joey Bart. Tyler Stevenson. Our first case of Tier 1 was inconclusive. Inconclusive, I would say. It definitely wasn't bad. It was... What's up, Kyle? Weird. It was weird. So we'll see what the second case looks like tomorrow. We'll see if it's weird. Uh-oh. Where are you? Come on, Jose. Jose is a plum. So you theoretically should be home for the late break, right? 10 o'clock break. So then that means I have to take care of the... invoicing. Manny Machado, Mickey Moniak, and once again back here with the Mickey Moniak out of 99. Ian, did we write down the teams? Oh, he did? Dang. This guy's always walking away. Oh, you always let him walk away. Kick him. Tell him to stay here. Satchel Paige, he's St. Louis Browns, so he is actually Baltimore Orioles. Brian Hayes. Baltimore. Buster Posey. Neat. Pearson. I should have had him write down the teams that miss. I've always had a little bit of a dislike for products where you can miss, and I think like 8 teams missed on this one. Lou Gehrig. Walter Johnson, he goes with the Minnesota Twins because that's Washington Senators. Bo Bichette. I should have had him write that down. You're going to do 3 things at once? Oh my lord. Multitasker. Multitasker. Is somebody trying to get in the back room? Harmon Killebrew. Alec Bohm. Multitasker alert. Chapman. Kyle Lewis. Pete Alonso. Miguel Cabrera, that would be a good auto. Oop, Ozzy, though, is Miguel Cabrera. Quad patch. Quad patch. No Angels. Dylan Carlson. Dylan. No one said he's the GOAT. Bobby Dahlbeck. You might be the first person to ever say that, Kyle. Bobby Dahlbeck. Evan White. Mickey Mantle. Jackie. Leody. So you take someone who plays in Colorado over someone who doesn't? Okay. I will take Lindor. Ryan Weathers. Ryan Weathers. For the San Diego Padres. Xander Bogart. Okay, that's all right. I will take Lindor. My team will win. And you will be sad. Carl, hey, look, back to back. Carl Hubble. My team will win. And your team will not win. Jazz Chisholm. My team will dominate your team, and your team will be sad, and your players will cry. Carl Hubble. Your players will weep uncontrollably. Casey Mize. They will say, why, Trevor Story? Why is it when you leave Colorado you can only hit the ball into the outfield and not over the fence? Maybe he should. That's a good call. Yu Darvish. Andres Jimenez, Cleveland, autograph. Nice. Jimenez. Or Jimenez, if you're a ginger. Andrew Jimenez. Indians, Astros, Angels, Brewers, A's, Pirates, Padres, Rays. Woo. It's a list there. Sammy Sosa. Harvey Keene. He is Keene, Harvey. Charlie Keller, not George Keller, Charlie Keller. Who is George Keller? Did I just make up that name? I might have. You got your eye on 3 teams for what? For like the year, who are going to be your breakout teams? Or for eBay? Or for buying because you are a secret multi-billionaire? Or what else? Yes, I like that too, Russell. Oh, for bidding. Okay, don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone. If you tell someone, they're going to go in there and bid you up. Keep it on the down low, as the young people say. They don't say that? Oh, they keep it on the DL, my wife said. I don't think she knows anything, but because she's not too much younger than me. I mean, she's 8 years younger, but that's not too far removed. Shane McClanahan out of 25? McClanahan. One more time, let me just say Shane McClanahan. Well, I hope you get Trevor Story. That's what I hope. I guess that's who you want, is Trevor Story. Let's go to the biggins. What's the deal? There he is. McClanahan. Who are you? You're Ronald Acuna. You just hit a Ronald Acuna autograph. Nick Madrigal. In Tier 1. That was nice. Always nice hitting Acuna autograph. But I see Shohei is tearing it up, right? He hit home run number 10 today. Good for him. Good for him. I want to see him do well. I have no idea why. I like the guy. Clayton Kershaw. Claytone Records. He is definitely a Jersey king. I personally did not know that he was from Jersey, but, you know, if they say he's the king of Jersey, then, you know, what am I going to say? Nothing yet. Is the H silent in your name? Is it Hermanos or is it Hermanos? Hermanos. It's got to be H has got to be silent. What? Oh, really? St. Louis Sports Cards and Collectibles. Stan the man. You have to buy, you know what? Oh, he doesn't need any. Mel Ott. Buster Posey. Ted Williams. Pee Wee Reese. If we hit Joe Adele, he's going to be in an autograph, I think, for an auto. So if we, redemption. That's the word I'm looking for. The Alec Boehm kid is turning into something special. Yeah, that would be nice. It's always nice when those guys work out the way that they are supposed to. Somewhat silent? I'll have to hear you say it someday. Someday we'll have everybody live on the feed so they can live chat. Eddie Stanky. He's a Dodger. Eddie Stanky is a Dodger. Manny. Joe Adele. Joe Adele. Garrett Cole. Bobby Dahlbeck. Walter Johnson. He's a Minnesota Twin in this one. Christian Pache. Hermanos. He said the H is somewhat silent. Oh, I see. My wife's telling me how to pronounce your name. There are sports cards when she orders fajitas. I'm like, they're fajitas. She said, no, they're not. They're fajitas. And then we have a 20-minute argument about how they're not fajitas. Joey Bart out of 99. Joe. Okay, I won't. But if I hit an autograph, I'm going to sing. Joey Bart out of 99. Jake Cronworth. Last night we had, who did we hit? We hit the what's his butt, 1 of 1, McKinstry. We did hit a redemption for Charlie Blackmon for Joe Adele /50 patch auto. So the guy had the Angels and the Dodgers. So that was a good break for the Angels and Dodgers last night. I was very happy for him. Very happy. Alec Boehm. Alec Boehm. Rogers Hornsby. Evan White. Christy Mathewson. Jackie. Jackie's a plum. Jackie's a plum. He was a pretty good Giant for the 1 year he was with the Giants. I was a little surprised they didn't sign him back. I was really a little surprised because he led the team in, uh-oh, Christian Pache, is this an auto? That would be nice. Christian Pache! Dang. No auto. How sad. Led the team in home runs. He was a good defender. Seemed like a good guy in the clubhouse. I really was surprised the Giants didn't sign him back. They could have got him for like $9 million. I might have gone that way. 20-plus home run guy. Vlad Jr. Buster. You guys got to get out that way. Get out that way. Dean Creamer. Who's he playing with? Who did he sign with this year? No, I don't think so. Joey Bart. Ryan Weathers. Is he still with the Red Sox? Was he with the Red Sox last year? Ryan Weathers. Oh, he's with the Mets this year. Good for him. Key Brian Hayes. Campusano autograph out of 99. Luis Campusano. San Diego Padres. Anthony Rizzo. So Matt Lavery, what's this everyone was talking about earlier about the Cubs in talks with the White Sox about a trade for Chris Bryant. Bo Bichette, gray border. Is that true? Or was somebody, is that an interwebs hoax? Is that an interwebs hoax? Is it true that that story is really out there though? Charlie Blackman. Joey Bart. Oh. Aha. Gotcha. Okay. Talk radio. Understand. Christian Yelich. Hey, Nat. What's the address of the St. Louis person? Is it St. Louis or is it surrounding? What? You need a minute. Jeez. Sixto Sanchez. Sounds like you're a fan to me. You just named their only 2 players. That means you're a Cardinal fan too. Oh my lord. Secret Cardinal fans. Carl Hubble. Joe Adele. It's alright to be a Rockies fan. You don't have to be ashamed of it. It's not like it was a few years ago when it was no one would talk about him. Brian Hayes. Chris Sale. Apparently he's also from New Jersey. Albert's not coming home, Joe. Come on. He left with bad blood. There's no I don't even think he would come back for a 1 day. You know what I'm saying? At least I wouldn't if I were him, because the Cardinals treated him poorly. They treated him poorly. They might have cheered him when he came back, but you know, I see that they haven't won a World Series since they unceremoniously allowed him to leave. There's 2 things you can tell about players. Huh? Imperial. 2 things you can tell about players when those kind of things happen. Does the team win? Does the team win after you leave? Or does the team not win after you leave? I think that tells you 2 things. And the Cardinals have not been able to win another World Series without Albert. Well, I mean, he could come back. Somebody said earlier he could come back as a, you know, spot fill on first when they need it, pinch hitter. I mean, I can see it. You know, and maybe the bad blood has settled down, like Adam said. But every time I talk to a Cardinal fan, they always tell me how much they don't like Albert anymore because he left and the way he left. And Juan Soto, artist proof out of 49. What do you think, Joe? Joe's an old school Cardinal fan. What is your opinion? I still think he's better off in the American League. Somebody in the American League should wait for him to clear waivers and then sign him. DH. he will still out-hit the majority of the DHs out there. He's a liability in the field. Unless you hit the ball right to him. Kind of like me. Luis Garcia, well, I'd be a liability if you hit the ball right to me, though. Too, you know. Luis Garcia for the Washington, I almost said Senators, Nationals. So you think the Cardinal fans would love it if he came back. That's interesting. Okay. We're taking an unofficial poll. You are the second, well, the first real Cardinal fan. The other one lives in the area, though. Every Cardinal fan I have spoken with absolutely hates everything that has to do with Albert Pujols and him leaving, and, you know. BFIB, best friend. I don't know what that means. What does that mean? Big fat ignorant bozo. Time heal. It does. It does. You're right. Maybe the wounds had. Oh, oh, please, best fans in baseball. That is such a lie. No, Joe, you are a terrific person, but you are the exception to the Cardinal fan and not the rule. Cardinal fans are, as a whole, Alec Bohms. They are a bunch of loudmouth, whiny Alec Bohms. Every single time I go to a Cardinal game, some drunk Cardinal fan wants to make some bird signal or bird thing with his hand and tell me how great the Cardinals are. And I just say one thing. Oh, really? Have they won a World Series since they let Albert leave? Oh, no. And then it's on. Ryan Mountcastle is a plum. Nah, you're a good guy, Joe. You wouldn't treat other people like that, though. You know what I'm saying? Would you treat other fans like that? I don't think so. Some of your some fellow fans, I mean, I talk, and, you know, Giants and Dodger fans beat each other up all the time. I would never beat up a Dodger fan. I just wouldn't let him in the stadium. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to say this, and again, out of 25, though. We're getting closer. Pache. Pache. That's true, Joe. You're right. I don't know, Kyle. You're a little bit more harsh than I am. I don't think I would call the Mets pathetic. I don't think I'd call them. I call the Reds pathetic, not the Mets, though. You know. How many games you get to a year, Joe? I like to go to a game or two. Daz Cameron. That's a new autograph. Daz out of 99. I don't think we've hit this one yet. Matt Lavery, how many games do you go to every year? Are you with us still? Between your respective cities. You don't like going to Busch? 40 or so. Wow, that's awesome. You don't like driving into St. Louis there? Ian wants to see some Rangers. We'll work on it for you, Ian. Anderson Tejada, Texas Rangers. There's one right there. Ask for it, and up jumps Texas Rangers. Gotcha. Understood. It is cheaper and just as much fun to go to a minor league game, in my opinion. Matter of fact, usually, I think for minor league stadiums, they try harder. Alex Kirilloff. And look, Alex Kirilloff again. It's all about the baseball force, Ian. It is all about the baseball force. You just have to get yourself in tune with the baseball force, and then good things happen. Brian Hayes. Vlad Jr. Ooh. Don Hoke. Wow. Oh, Buster Posey. Don Hoke. I don't know that name. That's true. That Joe, you are right about that too. And it's usually, I mean, I'm not going to say it's more fun to sit in a sports bar, but usually, you know, with people around you, you know, like that, it's fun. I'm a Lancaster Barnstormers fan. Yeah, it's a shame about them. You still a first responder there, Kyle? If so, good for you. That is noble work. That is noble work. Will Crow. That is, I imagine, a difficult job. And for the most part, probably a thankless job. Dylan Carlson. Takes a special kind of person to do that. Correctional officer. I have lots of family correctional officers, friends in California who are correctional officers. That too is very noble and thankless work. Next stack is the downtown. Great to see you guys doing well. Joined your breaks when you first started and love the quality. Thank you, Ian. Appreciate that. Thank you. The two rip parties, having been part of both Topps rip parties has helped a lot, and we have just continued to grow. Jazz out of 25, Miami Marlins. But we are nearing in our cap. We are going to cap the amount of breaks that we do. So we're kind of playing with that now. Once we hit our cap, then that's what we're just going to. We're not interested in exponential growth. You know what I'm saying? I'm interested in having a life while we're doing this. So yeah, I bet it is sometimes slow. I mean, nuts. If you're not a part of our Facebook group, Ian, that's a good group. We do lots of breaks there. 3 yesterday. 3 more tomorrow. In addition to eBay, Dunes break fill up too quick. Doesn't break what I want. Sorry, Joe. Those are very kind words, Ian. I appreciate that. Even if maybe, you know, except for me, we probably do most things right. A Randy Rosarina, here's a nice one out of 25. 1 out of 25. I know, Joe. You can give me all the grief you want. You're good people, Joe. That's all I need to know about you. You're good people. Nick Madrigal. Looky. So our Wayward, I was telling everybody last night, and Matt Lavery would probably be a nurse. Our Wayward negative feedback. Last box mojo. I got some negative feedback that was clearly meant for someone else, and it's rare that we have negative feedback. And so at first I was a little angry, and then I was like, oh, he clearly meant that for someone else, and he did, and he cleared that up. So that was nice. Freddie Freeman, and he sent me a nice message, so that was good. Harry Heilman. I've heard of Harry. Detroit. That's cool. I like the old ones. Yeah, I would have hated to be saddled. I'd hate to be saddled with a negative feedback that wasn't mine. I agree with you. I don't like it either, Joe, at all. So something happened today. I got my 5 boxes, and you can kind of see them in the background of my Lawrence X. And someone bought 3 of them on eBay. Well, I thought, yeah, somebody bought 3 of them on eBay, you know. So I'm gonna open one. Lo and behold, I opened the first one, and it's the autograph box, and it's 1 in 5. You know, 1 in 5. And so I couldn't in good faith send him the boxes. So I sent him a message. I'm like, dude, can't send you the boxes. This happened. Let me give you a refund. You know, I wasn't going to sell the other boxes, but since I hit the autograph, I just don't feel good about sending you 3 boxes when I know there's no chance you're going to get an autograph. And he was nice about it. Out of 99, Alejandro Kirk. I should have sent the things off first, and I know better. I should have sent them off first, then opened the boxes. Then I wouldn't feel guilty about it. But I just, you know, there's some things you can't do. So, David Barton says, how do they treat him poorly? Well, here's how they treated him poorly, David. He was not asking for money that was out of line. You're talking about the best player of his generation. The best player of his generation, hands down. One of the top 10 offensive players ever to play this game. If Albert wants to play for 10 more years and wants $25 million a year, when that was not out of line during that contract time, you give it to him. The Cardinals tried to lowball him. The Angels may have not have won a World Series, and because they don't. Hold on. Ooh, nice, Tatis. Because they don't have the sense to go out and sign some pitching, but that has nothing to do with Albert. No. It's you get one autograph in every 5 boxes, I guess, with those, Matt, is what everyone keeps telling me. And so I just couldn't get good, you know, feel good about sending him 3 boxes, knowing there's no shot, really, of him getting an autograph. So you got to eat it. So that's the issue that I have. No. The card was a /99 auto. It's like a $600 auto. But again, I've got a $600 auto, and this guy paid $189 a box for no chance of getting one. I guess if you ordered 5, one of them's an autograph, is what I should have said differently. Out of 5 out of 25, I think at the point that the Angels signed Albert. I think it was a good signing for them, and I think he performed well. He performed well, but players get old. They knew it was going to be a, the back end of this was going to be tough. But that's why they also signed him on that 10-year contract. So the, again, to me, have the Cardinals won a World Series without Albert? Nope. Would they probably have been able to compete with one for at least the 5 years after he left? Yeah. Yeah, no, I don't believe his age at all. I think he's at least a couple years older. But I do think the Cardinals, had they signed him back, what's it worth? What would another World Series be? Would it have been worth $250 million to them if they would have signed Albert back and won another World Series? Absolutely. And I believe that's a mistake they made, is not signing him back just kind of doomed them, because their first base production has been terrible. And so they have to go out and get Goldie, who was on at the end of his career, to try to do what? Try to make up for Albert. And you just can't do it. You just can't make up for Albert. Not a once-in-a-generation player. And what it meant to the organization, what it meant to St. Louis, you don't take a player of his talent and just move him on. Just move him on. Oh, he's older for sure, Dan. Yeah, 2 to 3 I would say I think that's for sure. So I do believe the Cardinals made a mistake. And they should have paid him whatever he wanted. And he was not asking for an unreasonable amount of money. Come on, Alec. Yeah, there we go. 10 years, $25 million, he's worth it. Yes, they picked Molina instead of paying Albert, and they should have paid Albert. Alec Bohm autograph. Because Albert would have worked with him too, I think, if they would have good faith negotiated with him. Molina told him, pay me what I want or I walk. I'm glad we hit you one, Ed. Glad we get you one. So again, I think with or without Albert there, the Angels still would not be in the World Series. Ooh, Charlie Blackmon, modern art. Would not have competed for a World Series. I think that has everything to do with the fact that they won't spend money on pitching, and nothing to do with because his first 5 years he was still very productive. His last 5 have been a little rough, but just a couple years ago, at age 65, 66, whatever he is, the man hit 23 home runs and drove in 90-something RBIs. That is good production for any first baseman. For any, but the Cardinals are cheap. Cardinals don't want to pay players what they're worth, and that's their MO. They would have signed Albert, they would have let Molina go, and they made a decision, and it was the wrong decision. The right decision was to pay the best player of his generation a fair wage. He was worth more than $25 million a year for the Cardinals. He was worth more than $25 million a year for the Cardinals in sales of jerseys and what he did out in the community and everything that went along with it. He was worth more than $25 million a year to him. And you let him walk away, and I think the icing on the cake for the whole thing is, have you won another World Series since you let him go? And the answer is no. But on the other side of this, is the Washington Nationals, who let go of Bryce Harper, then won the World Series. So there you go. So there you go. That was me taking a shot at Kyle, so just for the fun of it. The best decision was not to let Albert go. The best decision was not to let Albert go. The best decision, he is arguably the greatest Cardinal ever. I say arguably because I think it's mutual. I think Ozzie Smith was probably more popular, but he's declined in popularity because he's such a schmuck in real life. But offensively, either they're first or second greatest player ever. Oh, but yeah, pitchers. Okay. I'm talking about hitters. I'm talking about hitters, but not pitchers. I think they're different. You know. I still think Albert's better. Ozzy's a schmuck, Joe. Every single person that I've talked to who has met the guy in person at shows and signings said he is a jerk. I'm just telling you what people have told me, and I've heard that from a lot of people. And when he goes, my wife said when he goes to casinos, he's a jerk. I don't think there are. Nah, there's no. You're talking about different categories. You can't lump pitchers and hitters in when you're talking about that. The greatest pitcher is different than the greatest hitter. Offensively, Albert is the equal of, and probably not on the same level, but right there with Ke'Bryan Hayes. Nice. With Stan Musial. He is the Cardinals' second greatest offensive player ever. Let's say it that way, so we don't have arguments over where pitchers belong. Second greatest offensive player they ever had, and the best player of his generation. And look at his numbers, guys. Look at those career numbers. The man might actually be in his 80s, but his career numbers are top 10 all times. Well, your survey says that is false. And I do disagree. I still think it's Stan Musial if you're talking about offensively. Is Albert a better hitter in my mind than any of the pitchers were great pitchers? Yes. I believe so. Bob Gibson was not good long term. Bob Gibson, when he was good, he was great. When he was good, he was great, but he wasn't. I disagree with that. And I don't think you can rank. I'm talking about hitters. So we don't get in the minutia. I'm talking about hitters. Had Albert stayed, his numbers are, again, just go look at them. Just go look at his numbers. Go look at his offensive numbers and tell me that you're talking about a guy who is top 10 offensively in the history of this game. In the history of this game, he is top 10 offensively. What's up, Bryce? Rogers Hornsby, but Albert, again, look at the history of the game. He is a top 10 offensive player of all time. The problem is, I think also Stan Musial's probably in that too. What do you have, 3,640 hits or something and tons of RBIs? I think Musial's probably in there and probably ahead of Albert. One out of 99, Harmon Killebrew, but either way, the Cardinals made a mistake not signing Albert back. They made a mistake not signing Albert back. I believe, had they signed Albert back, they would have won another World Series. I believe they would have won another World Series. I think what he gave the team, they have lacked ever since. No. Too soon for Trout. His career's got to be over. And you got to talk about what you're talking about. I'm talking about hitters. You know, I mean, we could talk about lots of minutia and you know what we're talking about. I'm just talking about hitters. Career offensive numbers. Albert is top 10 all time. Top 10 all time. I mean, that goes without saying. The facts just bear themselves out that way. And I do believe the Cardinals probably knew that he was older than what he said, and they took a gamble that his numbers would decline faster, or they didn't want to be end loaded like the Angels are now. with a contract that they always suck at the end. But I think that's where you suck it up and you say to yourself, here we have one of the best players ever to play for this team, one of the greatest hitters of all time in this game. We give him what he wants, and we let him stay. And when he's ready to leave, he leaves. And Albert, I don't think would overstay his welcome. I don't think he would be anything, you know, he was great for St. Louis. He was great in the community. He's all by all accounts a good guy. It was a mistake. It was a mistake. Mickey Mantle. Because maybe if you would have signed Albert like you, maybe if you would have signed Albert like you were supposed to have signed him, you wouldn't have Arenado right now and had to pay all the money you had to have for Arenado, for Paul Goldschmidt in his declining years. Maybe you would have looked at things a little bit differently because you would have had another World Series championship, maybe 2 under your belt. Maybe 2 under your belt. Listen, Adam Duncan, we can have the war discussions all the time. Who has better numbers? Who has better numbers? I'm talking about straight numbers. Who has better numbers? If you guys want to get into all the minutia, you can make all the minutia arguments you want. I am talking about a man who has more than 600 home runs. How many did Rogers Hornsby hit? Did he hit 600? How many RBIs does Albert have? Does Rogers Hornsby have him on RBIs? Does Roger have him on hits? I'm not saying Hornsby wasn't great. I'm saying they're 2 different players. They are 2 different players from 2 different generations, 2 different times. I'm talking straight offensive. Look at the paper numbers. Everybody always wants to dig in to make their arguments. Look at the numbers. Who is top 10 all-time in home runs? Is Rogers Hornsby there? No. Who's top 10 RBIs all time? Is Rogers Hornsby there? No. Is this a Joey Bart autograph? What? I got a Joey Bart autograph. You know what that means. We got to sing the Joey Bart song. Everybody plug your ears. If you don't want to hear the Joey Bart song, we're about to end this break on the Joey Bart song. Because I had a Joey Bart autograph, and I will sing about it. I will sing about it. Ready? Give me the count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Joey Bart do 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 do. Joey Bart do 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 do. Joey Bart do 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 do. Joey Bart. I've kept my promise to Joey Bart. I told Joey I would sing it every single time, and I have. Louder. No one's painful enough. I'm just keeping my word to Joey. No encores. No encores. No one wants to hear an encore. No one wants to hear it one time. I'm only doing it because I made a promise to Joey. If I didn't make that promise to Joey, I would never sing it. But you're only as good as your word. And my word is good. But again, what's so good about us? What's so good about all of us in here talking? We can all agree to disagree, and we're all good with it. I see everyone's point of view, and I might disagree with it, but I respect their point of view, and we can talk about it like a bunch of adults and not have it degenerate into something foolish. That's what's so great about our group. That's what's so great about hanging out with you guys. Everyone's a class act. Everyone. Most of you. Most of you. Not all of you. Wait, hold on. I got to read this real quick. David says, I did not know 8 years was a slap in the face. Angel offered him 2 more years, right? Taking taxes, and it was a break even. The card's not signing. Because I think by the end, though, he was jilted. He was jaded. He had the Cardinals. I think he felt had disrespected him by not giving him money that was near the top of the league. And I think that's what happened at the end. He was angry at him. He was angry about it and upset, and so he went a different way. You know? No. I never said the Angels gave him a good contract. I never one time said that. The Angels were hoping for something that they didn't get out of him, but they were willing to give him what he wanted. The Angels needed Albert as much as Albert wanted that money. The Angels needed him. It was a good signing for them. Albert was a good signing for them because they brought a superstar to L.A. Now, ultimately, it didn't work out. They didn't win a World Series, but that is not part of it. Because if you remember, the Angels also gave Albert a 10-year contract, basically to be a goodwill ambassador for them after his career was up. So they're also banking on that too. Albert hanging around and being one of their guys. Mickey Moniak out of 99. Miguel Cabrera. McClanahan out of 25. Pache, that's nice. Pache out of 25, that's nice. Me too, Joe. I'd love to be disrespected for a tenth of that. Braxton Garrett out of 25, and Leody Tavares. The other relics came in the form of Jersey and Bat Kings. We got some good ones tonight. Clay Tone, Chris Sale, Bat Kings of Don Hoke, Harry Heilman, and Keith Hernandez. Keith Hernandez? When did we hit Keith Hernandez? We must have been talking about something when we hit Keith Hernandez. That's what I think. That's now, David, I'm saying that's what I think. That is my opinion. Vlad Jr. for the Expos. Mickey Cochran for the Philadelphia A's. Nate Pearson, Toronto. Bobby Dahlbeck. Jazz Chisholm. Charlie Keller. Stan the Man. Eddie Stanky. Ryan Weathers. Bo Bichette. The Babe. Jesus Sanchez. Alec Boehm. Tejada. Will Crow. Freddie Freeman. I actually think the Angels did a... I'm not saying that... Yeah, I'm not saying things bad about Ozzie. I'm not saying that. I'm just telling you what people have said. I've never had any interaction with him that's been bad. Brandon Lau for Tampa Bay. Davey Garcia for the Yankees. The Padres, Tony Gwynn. Christian Javier for the Astros. Cleveland Indians, Shane Bieber, Jake Cronenworth for the Padres, and Mickey Mantle. But remember, too, when he signed with them, when he signed with the Angels had the new owner. He was a fairly new owner. He was looking to make a splash. And I think he came in and kind of stroked Albert's ego a little bit. Look, we'll give you the 10 years, 250. And on top of that, we think so highly of you, we want to make you a goodwill ambassador for our team for the 10 years after that you're done. So you know that you are wanted here and that you are respected here. And I think that's what he wasn't feeling with the Cardinals. When are you doing in 57 minutes, Kyle? It starts at midnight. Plums for the Reds, Garcia, Bichette, Dahlbeck, Apostle, Jackie Robinson, Sixto, Ryan Mountcastle, Kirilloff, good ones for this one. Sisler, Weathers, LeMahieu, and Harvey Keene. So I think that's part of it too. Ow! Ow! One of the drawbacks of having a long beard is that sometimes you run it into things and it pulls your beard out. The Club, Harmon Killebrew out of 99. Randy Rosarina, this is a nice one. Aficionado out of 25, 1 out of 25. Our Artist Proof, Juan Soto out of 49. Modern Art, which is one of the tougher inserts to hit for the Colorado Rockies, Charlie Blackmon. And our Downtown was really a good one. Really a good one. Fernando Tatis. Now let's take a look at the autographs. Luis Garcia is out of, I can't see, 25 for the Nationals. Ryan Weathers for the Padres. Jimenez for the Indians. Josh Fleming for the Rays. Luis Camposano out of 99 for the Padres. Luis Garcia again. Daz Cameron out of 99 for Detroit. Jazz Chisholm out of 25 for the Marlins. I think we've hit him out of 25 before. Alejandro Kirk for the Blue Jays out of 99. Alec Bohm for the Phillies, and Brian Hayes. All right, Kyle. Then it's good talking with you. Good seeing you. Good luck on the late break. Thank you all. Appreciate the conversation. See, we always had such good conversations all the time. It's so much fun. I will see you guys at in 55 minutes for the next break. Joe, have a great night. Hopefully I catch something tomorrow. Good talking to you too, Joe. Take care of yourselves, guys. I'll talk to you later. See you for the next break.